So I just got this book over fall break. I went down to Texas for my fall break to see my cousins. And on the way down, I stopped in New Orleans, and that's where I picked up this book. I actually met the author, and so he wrote this with his wife, and his wife is from France. And so this book is pretty cool. Oh, it's me. This book is both in English and in French because New Orleans was founded by the French. So some of the words they use down there are still in French. So this is a Cajun alphabet story, or in French, l'histoire d'un alphabet Cajun. And he signed it because I met the author. So it says to Allegra, which is my first name. So to Miss Stanfield and her class. And then here's the author. He signed it and dated it 10/3/2020. All right, here we go. All right, so art. Can we see the whole book? Yep. Art is in the heart. Sometimes the bayou inspires a Cajun to make a pretty painting. All right, so you can see the A on the easel. And then here, this is in French. I'm not going to try and say it. Maybe I will. All right. On sunny days, a Cajun often sees a family of turtles lounging on a tree trunk floating in the bayou. So you can see the B. Sometimes a Cajun catches shrimp in the surf with a fish net. You can cook them different ways. Fried, boiled, sauteed, and you can even make a cocktail. So cocktail shrimp is just boiled shrimp. So there's the C. The drumfish is one of the many types of fish found on the coast of Louisiana. This one is a baby and has to be thrown back. So you can see the D for drumfish. All right, E. Sometimes a Cajun slips away to go fishing at his favorite spot. Now and then there's a pelican doing the same thing. F. Some Cajuns may find a bald eagle's nest way back in the swamp. It's truly a rare sight. So here's the bald eagle up here and the F of the tree. Perhaps a Cajun will witness the birth of a baby gator. He might keep it as a pet if the mama ain't around. So you can see the G for gator. Sometimes a Cajun washes his clothes with an old washboard. Other times he might use it to play some music. So here's the H. The Cajuns make hot sauce internationally known. People of Louisiana like to put hot sauce on everything. So here's the I for hot sauce. All right, J. It's normally a hard decision to use artificial or live bait when fishing. Even a bad day of fishing is a joyous occasion.
What's occasion?
That's a great question. So when they say Cajun, that's normally someone who is from New Orleans or down in the southern part of Louisiana. And so Cajun just means they are of French background and they're from that area in Louisiana. So it's like saying they're a Hoosier. Have you guys heard of people who live in Indiana are called Hoosiers?
No. No.
No. All right. Well, That's something else you learned. All right, so Cajun just means they're from Louisiana, okay? That is a great question. All right, sometimes a Cajun might find a kind lady from down the bayou that will dance with him at the Fay Doo Doo listening to Zydeco,
Doo-doo.
the dance.
That doo-doo.
All right, and you can see the K. They're making a K. All right, L. Most of the time, Cajuns live in Louisiana. If they have to move away, they always keep a piece of the Bayou State in their heart. So here's Louisiana. It's in the shape of L. All right. Here's the M. Often, Cajuns are bitten by mosquitoes in the swamp. You may hear a Cajun call them maringouin, I believe. I could be saying that wrong. But that's the French word for mosquito. Chili peppers are grown in South Louisiana mainly to make hot sauce. It can also be used to spice up all sorts of New Orleans, Cajun, and Creole dishes. It's like jambalaya. All right, here we go. Oh, sometimes a Cajun eats raw oysters, and other times he prefers them fried or charbroiled. They are the best in months ending in R. Skip the page. Here's P. Fishing is one of the Cajuns' favorite pastimes. In Louisiana, you can go fishing in the bayous, lakes, rivers, and even the Gulf of Mexico. All right, Q. Now and then, a Cajun finds a big snapping turtle in the pond behind the house. He better be careful. They bite real hard.
And then they don't let go.
Snapping turtles, I don't think they let go. They bite pretty hard. All right, R. Raccoons live in every part of Louisiana. You can find them in the woods or sometimes in a trash can.
Or in the middle of the street, because I saw one.
Or in the middle of the street. Sometimes that happens. S. Sometimes a Cajun can find a manduca caterpillar in their garden, eating the bell peppers and tomato plants. T. Some Cajuns know how to play a fiddle and like to make music for his family and friends to dance to. So fiddle is kind of like a violin. All right, U. In the surf of the Gulf of Mexico, there are many blue crabs. When you catch a crab, you have to be careful not to get pinched. V. Some Cajuns may take a boat to catch shrimp and fish. The fishing industry is a valuable part of the economy in Louisiana.
What kind of boat is that?
This is a fishing boat. I'm not exactly sure which kind of fishing boat because there's different kinds depending on what you're fishing for. But this is just a fishing boat. So you can see
It looks like a shark boat.
Yep, so they have these tall fishing poles that are attached on here so they can catch bigger fish. Or they can bring up a big net of fish or shrimp.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, W. During carnival seasons, Cajuns often go to the big city of New Orleans to get wild and celebrate Mardi Gras. Let the good times roll. Maybe on the last page, I'll try and read the French part. Haven't spoken French since high school, so I'll be rusty. All right, X. If you took an X-ray of a Cajun's heart, you might see a couple of fishing poles. He carries his love of fishing wherever he goes. Y. You might be lucky enough to go to a crawfish boil at a friend's house. Nobody boils crawfish like the people of Louisiana. And then maybe in science this year or in years past in third grade, we have done a crawfish study. So we have crawfish in the classroom. All right, and the last one is Z. The brown pelican is the official state bird of Louisiana. When they hunt, they will zig and zag over the water looking for fish. All right, are you ready for me to try and read the French part? All right, so the French part is just the English part, but in French. So I took French in high school, but let's see. All right. Le Pélican brun est l'oiseau officiel de l'été de Louisiane. Quand ils chassent, ils peuvent zigzagger sur l'eau à la recherche de poissons. All right, and then there's our Cajun alphabet, A through Z.